Alex. It's Friday, and I'm making breakfast because I woke up. I don't know why my streams keep cutting out early now. I tried changing some cell phone settings, and we'll see if that works. But yeah, it was working. Now all of a sudden it's not. Yeah. Cute. I watched this fairy movie yesterday, and now I'm getting fairy recommendations, or fantasy movies from the 80s. This is Sweet Sea. The one before that was recommended was Fairies 1981, and the movie I watched was called Star Fairies. Pretty sure. Let's see here. Yeah, Star Fairies. So that's a good thing. I like cartoons like that. Why geniuses look stupid. Your fear has a second brain. History of corn. I'm very hungry, so I should probably just.
You ever have one of those moments where you look around and realize you're standing completely alone?
Yes.
I mean, truly alone. No applause, no backup, no one validating your decisions. And you're just there, heart pounding, trying to figure out, am I crazy or just courageous? I've been there. And I know what it's like to stand in the middle of your own truth and feel like you're the only one who sees it. It's not just hard, it's gut-wrenching. Because we are wired to belong. And when no one supports us, when the people we thought would stand beside us go silent, that need to belong and start convincing us to betray ourselves just to fit in. What I want to talk about is what it looks like to build an inner compass, a steady, grounded sense of direction that isn't dependent on outside applause, permission, or approval. Because listen, support is beautiful when you have it. But clarity about who you are when you're unsupported, that's resilience. Yeah. That's courage. Okay. And that's what makes real belonging possible. Here are the 5 anchors I want to offer. 5 truths that shape how we find and follow our inner compass when the world around us goes quiet or skeptical. You don't find your compass by being liked, you find it by being clear about what matters most. Now let's be honest, validation feels amazing. We're social beings, right? Our brains are literally wired to light up when we get a nod of approval. That text message that says, I'm so proud of you. The look from someone we love that says you're doing the right thing. Yeah, that stuff matters. But here's the truth. If you build your sense of direction around applause, the silence will undo you. Because support isn't always there when you need it. Especially when you're stepping out of an old pattern, leaving a toxic environment, or saying no when everyone expects you to say yes. People might misunderstand you. They might even distance themselves from you. And in those moments, if your identity has been stitched together by other people's approval, you will start unraveling fast. So where do you find your footing? You come back to your values. There was a study I read a while back. People who could clearly name and prioritize just 2 core values were more likely to withstand pressure, discomfort, and social disapproval without losing their sense of self. Think about that. Just 2. Not 10, not a personality test with color charts. 2 deeply held values. And when I say values, I don't mean the ones you put on your vision board to impress your coworkers. I'm talking about the real ones. The ones that feel like truth in your bones. Maybe it's honesty. Maybe it's compassion. Maybe it's freedom. When you're clear on those, decisions don't get easier, but they do get clearer. You stop asking, will they like me? And start asking, does this align with who I am? Let me give you an example. I was working with a woman who was navigating a really difficult family dynamic. She had spent her whole life being the fixer, the one who smoothed things over, who kept the peace even when it cost her emotionally. And when she finally said, no more, I have to take care of myself, the backlash was instant. Cold shoulders, passive-aggressive texts, even guilt trips from people she thought would understand. But she held the line because her top value, integrity. And integrity for her meant not abandoning herself for the comfort of others. She told me later that moment didn't feel strong, it felt terrifying, but I finally felt like I was living in alignment. And that's what an inner compass is. Not something flashy, not something loud. It's that quiet internal voice that says, even if it laughs, I know I did what was true. That's clarity.
Oh, hello.
And clarity beats popularity every single time. Dr.
Lace Finesse. Good morning. This is chia seed powder, flaxseed powder, and bananas so far. I'm gonna add some molasses here, some hemp hearts, cacao powder, And then crunchy peanut butter in it. Oh, I should grab my psyllium husk. Psyllium. How do I say your name? Vlad Selecto 2802. Good morning. Thanks for the like. I didn't bring my psyllium husk over here, so I'll just finish adding everything. And then I'll go grab this. Well, actually, I'll grab the psyllium husk now because it needs to absorb the moisture. What time is it for me? 5:47 a.m. Oh, Selecto, okay. Lays. What time is it where you are? Okay. My psyllium husk is just slightly out of reach. Okay. Fresh bag. Uh-oh. I guess it's okay. I hope. Does that mean it would not reseal? Oh, yeah, okay, it reseals. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Selecto. Yeah, for sure. Welcome. What time is it where you guys are? Hey, Liam Costello, how are you? I don't actually know how much to add, but I just want to add enough that it like gives it some bulk. What do you prefer, pancakes or waffles? When I was younger, pancakes. I more so grew up with pancakes, but there's something about a waffle. It's about texture. There's something gripping about a waffle texture. And like all the little pockets can like fill up with syrup. It's totally not something I would eat now because I wouldn't have syrup. And there's no, I not like the ingredients. A waffle recipe that would actually taste, not taste, but be healthy. Thanks for the likes. How's your channel doing? Okay. Hey, Spud. Yeah, so this is chia seed powder, flaxseed powder, banana, molasses, psyllium husk, cacao powder soon, and then soon it'll be hemp hearts and crunchy peanut butter. My channel can use some more watch hours for sure, but as far as like subscribers go, people are subscribing, but yeah, I don't know if it's my cell phone or what, but my sleep streams, it kind of cuts out early. Juhib edits. Morning. How you doing? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's also easier to be nice in situations where things are nice, right? When it comes to pressure, like if I'm searching for something online and I can't find it because of like human failure to be accessible, like making accessible governments and stuff like that, I'm like, why isn't it easier? Because like sometimes things should be accessible because it should be easy, like it should be easy. And so yeah, it's really annoying sometimes, like governmental stuff. Like, okay, for example, in British Columbia, I was looking up ICBC crash reports because there's this part of town that I think it'd be great to bury the hydro cables. So, you know, I looked up some basic things online. It's like, okay, well, it would be BC Hydro, the city, and the Ministry of Highways because they all kind of overlap. It would be great to make a turning lane on this 4-lane traffic spot because yeah, so if the power line's buried, there'd be room for a turning lane, and people wouldn't, because sometimes people will be like, there'll be 2 lanes, right? These people want to turn left, so that kind of stops traffic. these people want to turn right, so that stops traffic. If there's a turning lane, then they're turning right, they're turning left, and these people are just going straight, right? So it'd make the traffic flow more efficient, pretty relatively easily. And so when I was just seeing like if there are any crash reports, it's like to indicate that there's like a safety issue. It was like, oh yeah, ICBC, click on this thing, and then I'd click on it, and it wasn't a direct link, and I'd be like, well, where's the information? Like it wasn't just like right. I don't understand why it wasn't just right there, but anyway, I don't know. Thanks for the likes. Oops. Yeah. How do I say any of these names, or is everyone gone now? I think everyone might be gone. I don't see any. Oh, I see one person. But yeah, I don't know how to say Lays Juhib. And I noticed that some people on YouTube have the word edits. It's a common reoccurring name thing I've seen. Okay, I think that was way too much cacao powder, but oh well. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. How are we doing today? Oh, there's lots of peanut butter in here. I should use this one up first. Da da da. Okay. Am I adding more crunchy peanut butter? I think yes. Morning. Now, gracefully, where did I put that lid? What the heck? Oh, I have hearts were over top of it. Look at this chat. I'm gonna donate some jewels. I don't know if you can. Is that a thing? I probably need to have more watch hours. Because I don't have like super chats or anything like that. How do you donate jewels? I don't think I have enough. I don't think I can. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to look that up on like Google or something. Let's see here. How can I enable Jules on YouTube live stream? To enable gifts powered by Jules on your live stream, open up YouTube Studio. Supers and gifts. I don't think I can just do that. Because I don't have supers. I'm pretty sure I need to have more subscribers to be able to qualify for that. I think I need to have more watch hours. I have enough subscribers to do some things. Okay, let's see here. Let's see, under earn, it says turn on supers. I don't think I can. Yeah. I only have 700 watch hours. I need 3,000. And then I can turn on supers. So super chat and super stickers, eligibility, availability, and policies. Eligibility. So I need to be in one of the available locations. Yeah, so if I have access, the Supers tab or card will surface in the Earn section of YouTube Studio. Oh, I don't have it as... It's not age restricted. My stream's not age restricted. So I think it should be okay. Because it says that it's not made for kids. But it's not age restricted. Let's see, is Canada... Yeah, Canada is one of the countries for availability. That's good. But yeah. Also need to apply and be accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. It seems like that... That's weird. Okay. Yeah, I don't have supers. I can't even turn it on.
In this video, I'll walk you through how to set up Super Chat and Super Stickers and give you some best practices for using them. With these tips, you might be able to increase your earnings potential. Super Chat and Super Stickers let you tap into a new revenue stream and better connect with your fans during live streams and premieres. These features let your viewers stand out within live chat by letting them purchase highlighted chats and animated images. How do Super Chat and Super Stickers work? Viewers watching a live stream or premiere with live chat enabled can purchase a colorful Super Chat or an animated Super Sticker that stand out and get pinned to the top of chat for a set period of time. The bigger the purchase amount, the more the message stands out, and the longer it stays at the top of the chat feed. Who can use Super Chat and Super Stickers?
Not
Here's
me.
a quick rundown of some of the eligibility requirements. Your channel must be monetizing. You have to be in an eligible location. These features won't be available if live chat is turned off, or if your video is unlisted, private, made for kids, or age restricted. And they may not be available on premieres of videos that include music owned by a third party. Check out our Help Center article, linked in the description down below, for the full list of eligibility requirements, including all available locations. Let's walk through how to set up Super Chat and Super Stickers. The best part, enabling, is just one click. To turn on Super Chat and Super Stickers, go to YouTube Studio. In the left menu, click
Yeah. I'm not eligible. Not yet. Mm-hmm.
That's clarity, and clarity beats popularity every single time. Dr. Susan David's work on emotional agility reminds us discomfort is not a stop sign, it's data. Now, I'll be the first to admit, feeling our way through hard emotions, it's not exactly at the top of anyone's bucket list. Most of us, when we hit fear or shame or doubt, we look for the exit. We shut down, we numb, we scroll, we blame, we pretend everything's fine when our insides are screaming, this isn't okay. But here's the thing, if you're trying to develop an inner compass, something you can trust when the noise of other people dies down, you have to learn how to be with your emotions without letting them drive the whole car. Emotional agility is not about controlling your feelings or avoiding them. It's about creating enough space between you and the emotion so you can ask, what is this here to teach me? Not, how do I get rid of it? But what wisdom is it offering me? Discomfort doesn't mean you're off course. It often means you're finally facing what's real. Worked with this young man who was making a decision to leave a very secure, well-paying job. Everyone around him was saying, why would you give that up? You're crazy. And every time he even thought about the move, he'd feel this wave of anxiety, chest tight, sweaty palms, that sinking, spiraling feeling in his gut. So he started to second guess everything. If this was the right decision, wouldn't I feel calmer? Wouldn't I be excited instead of sick? But here's the truth. Fear doesn't always mean stop. Sometimes fear means you're doing something unfamiliar but aligned. His anxiety wasn't telling him he was wrong. It was signaling risk. And risk is part of every brave act. And honestly, if you're only choosing paths that keep you comfortable, you're probably walking circles inside your comfort zone, not growing. One of the biggest myths we buy into is that clarity feels peaceful. But in the beginning, clarity often feels like grief, like shedding, like confrontation. It's not polished. It's not packaged. It's messy. And when you avoid your feelings, you avoid the very signals trying to guide you back to yourself. So when the fear comes, the shame, the loneliness, don't run. Sit with it, name it, breathe through it, let it speak, and then decide what you want to do next, not from a place of panic, but from a place of grounded presence. Because emotional agility isn't about being fearless, it's about being able to feel everything and still choose to move. When you're unsupported, people may try to shape your story for you. Boundaries are how we say, I will not trade my peace to make you more comfortable with my choices. And that is not selfish, that is self-respect. Let me tell you, this is one of the hardest lessons I've had to learn. Because when you grow up believing that being good means being agreeable, when you're taught that love is earned through approval and keeping the peace, boundaries can feel like rejection, like confrontation, like you're doing something wrong. But in truth, boundaries are one of the most loving things you can ever do for yourself and for the people around you. Here's the kicker though. When you're in a season of your life where you're not getting support, when you're standing in something that feels raw and risky, that's when your boundaries will be tested the most. People will project their fear onto your decisions. They'll minimize your experience. They'll say things like, you've changed, or you're being difficult, or why can't you just let it go? And if you haven't done the work of strengthening your inner compass, those words will burrow into you. You'll start to wonder, am I asking for too much? Should I just go along with it to keep the peace? The truth. Peace that requires you to abandon yourself isn't peace. It's quiet chaos. Boundaries don't have to be loud. You don't need to make a big speech or explain every choice. Sometimes it's as simple as, that doesn't work for me, or I'm not available for that conversation, or I love you and I need space right now. And let me just say this because it's important. People who benefit from your lack of boundaries are always the ones who get most upset when you finally set them. That doesn't make you wrong. That just means the power dynamic is shifting. And that's uncomfortable for them. But your job isn't to manage other people's emotions about your truth. Your job is to stay grounded in what's healthy, what's honest, and what keeps you emotionally safe. I worked with someone once who told me that setting boundaries in her family felt like setting fires. But you know what she learned over time? Every fire she feared would destroy her actually burned away the lies that were keeping her small. She wasn't burning bridges, she was burning illusions. When we talk about developing an inner compass, we're really talking about learning how to be loyal to your values, even when it makes other people uncomfortable.
Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Especially thank you for commenting because it gives me something to work with. Yeah. I'm thinking of doing some drawing. I don't know if I'll stream it or not. Or some coloring. I have an anatomy coloring book. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, so I'll definitely am doing a sleep stream tonight. So yeah, I guess what am I trying to say? Yeah, see your comments in the next stream. Thank you for joining. Bye.